name is Nkechi Imanola. I am the Woman Distinctiveness Teacher, and I am your professional and certified counselor. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope that you have been enjoying the content that we've been sharing so far. Do not forget to send in your questions, book a session. We're definitely here to serve you. I am here to serve you. So let's just go right into what today's video is about. Today's video is we're going to be learning success secrets for winning in your daily life as a woman, that wants to go on a journey of success. Of course, success is spoken about in different ways, diverse manners. So success, I believe, is one of the most searched, the most searched word, in today's day and age, because everybody wants to be successful. But you know what? The secret to being successful is actually in your daily habits. It's not just in setting one success high goal up there, or it's not just in saying success, or it's not just in trying to get the external things that will make you to be successful. It's in actually your daily habits. What are you becoming through your daily habits? Your daily habits is actually those small steps. They are actually those little foundations that will make your big whole. So one primary thing I want to share today is that on how to live successfully is tying your everyday with success. And this is what I mean. So when you wake up in the morning and you do everything that you're supposed to do in morning according to your own habits. I don't know what your own habits are for your morning. People call it morning rituals, morning routines. That is not what I'm here to talk about today. But whatever it is, it is good to have something you do in the morning when you wake up that will help you to be empowered to kickstart your day rightly, because the world has a lot just to offer you positively and also to offer you negatively. Offer you negatively. So you have to be ready, you have to be prepared, and that is why there are these morning rituals, morning routines that you need to engage in, to prepare and brace yourself for what the day has to offer. But to have a successful day, a lot of people are confused on what to do, how to go about it, why at the end of the week they have not been able to reach their goal, or why they keep forgetting, why it seems as if the things they're setting as priority is not coming forth for them. And this is one secret that I found out that I'm sharing with you today. And that is, when you wake up every morning, you have to tie your day. You have to tie your day with things that would help you to be successful. And here's what I mean. So you wake up and you say, for instance, let me give an example. You have to say the determinant of success for me today would be, let me give an example, maybe when I eat healthy, when I organize my finances, when I clean my house. You will not list out those things. So you would say to yourself that today, Wednesday, for instance, would not be successful until, that is another way you can begin to start your day. That's another way you can write it. When you do it, when you are talking to yourself that way and you start your sentence that way, you're already sending messages to your body, to your brain, to make it accept the fact that, and make it to be alert to the fact that, this is what definition of success, of a successful day for me would mean today. It means if I do not organize my finances, if I do not clean my house, if I do not eat healthy, whatever your own success, I'm saying, for instance, may be, my day would not be successful. So my day would be successful if, or my day would not be successful until, is a good way to begin to rewire your mind to begin to embrace the things that you must do as priorities. And I'm sharing this to you. I also discovered this because a lot of people, we've learned the to do a lot that it has become almost redundant in some people's life. So they write 50 to-dos and they end up doing only 3. And that is because they are not associating it with any form of success. So for them, doing all the 50 to-dos or not doing it doesn't necessarily make their day successful anyways. So until you begin to tie your day with a success of a particular task, you will not be empowered, you will not be motivated, you will not be awakened to actually go forward and pursue that task. Do you understand? So for example, the other thing I want to touch is how many things should be right. We've heard a lot of things. Some will say write 3 top most important goals. Some will say 5, some will say 7, some will say 10. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I will tell you to be real, to be realistic about what will make that day successful, and look at the magnitude of the task. You need to look at the magnitude of the task. It's not just by writing 100 things or 5 things or 1 thing. So let me give an example. I'm giving an example of eating healthy, organizing your finances, and learning something new about somebody in your circle today. I'm giving that as an example. These are 3 major tasks that this particular person that we're using as an example is setting as a task that will make a day successful. A day will not be successful today if this lady does not eat healthy, organize her finances, and learn one new thing about somebody, you know, in her circle. And what does she need to do to eat healthy? You need to probably go and shop, you need to meal prep, whatever it is that this lady needs to do, she'll put it into place. To organize your finance, you may need to read a book, you may need to be talking to a consultant, maybe you're going out for a a consulting session somewhere, maybe you're watching something on YouTube, but you are taking time out to make sure that your Excel sheet, is intact, or whatever it is that will make you achieve that goal of your finance. Because under each goal, there is something you must do. So that's another thing that I think that people forget when they talk about priorities, or when they write priorities. They forget that there are things and there are steps that you have to take to achieve a certain priority or to make that goal happen under every number. So people maybe end up writing 15 and 20, and you're wondering how you didn't meet up. You didn't meet up because you were not being realistic. You're not being realistic. Did you forget that you're going to take certain steps under that particular goal? So depending, like I was saying about the numbers, I'm not particular about numbers. I will not tell you write 10, write 100, or write 50. I will tell you, look at the magnitude. This particular example we're using, this person can even add one more, because if you eat healthy, let's say the person already has what the person had in the house, what the person is going to be cooking in the house. The person gets the food together, prepares it, or if she's going to buy, maybe it's not so far away. Organizing her finance depends. It is broad, so it depends. Is the person going for a consulting session? Is the person writing some news? Is the person, talking with a friend in the accounts department, or who knows accounts? Then learning one new thing about, one person in a circle or 3 people in a circle will mean chatting people up deliberately. Or if it's going, to visit, whatever it is the case may be. But this person can actually add 1 or 2 more tasks, like maybe read 2 chapters of a book. Read 2 chapters of a book, and something else can also go into this person's day. But at the end of the day, for this person and for this example, these are the things for which a day would have been successful, if she does. And if she doesn't do it, then her day wasn't successful. And that's the same principle I'm going for it. On the other hand, there are other examples that are really is why, like, it's a lot of work. For example, let's say you're moving houses. It's unrealistic to put moving houses, organizing my finance, maybe going to the market. And so yes, it depends on the house, but moving houses is a lot of work. So you don't want to be unrealistic with putting 10 other things. It is better to, another thing that you must catch in this video is that it is better to set a goal and finish it before the day, and quickly chip in something else, than just put a lot of things and then you're scrambling and struggling for time because you were unrealistic. And that is why a lot of people get frustrated with goal setting, and then they just throw in the towel, like, what, I'm not even interested. No, they're not doing it in the right way. If you take this method that I'm teaching you about wrapping up the success of your days success of a day with particular task, and saying to myself, my day would not be successful until some people can Some people don't need to write it out and they'll make it happen. For some people, they need to write it out. But once you affirm that to yourself, it helps you take action in that direction. All right. And I was talking about moving houses before we conclude. I'm talking about moving houses. So moving houses is a very cumbersome, it's a lot of work. So you don't want to put moving houses, then that's the same day you're visiting your friend. So that's why there are a lot of days. That's why there are 365 days in a year. Okay, so that's an example of moving houses. Or traveling can be a task of the day. So if you are traveling, let's say by road, for instance, the success of your day can be, my day will not be successful until I arrive at Anambra. Do you understand? And then you can now chip in two things. And I also finished 3 chapters of a book, or I also have these conversations with these people, which you can do on the road while you are there. But you've already tied the success of your day to certain things that are realistic, and then you are going for it. Thing I want to talk about concerning success is that you don't need to squash yourself up, because you can achieve your different goals at different times. And that is why we have different days, we have minutes, we have hours, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people are not being realistic to themselves with what they can achieve. And another thing I've also seen in my years of working with people is that a lot of people don't also appreciate the amount of days, hours, minutes, weeks available to them. So they feel like, oh, I must finish everything today. And so you see a lot of people setting unrealistic goals and unrealistic targets because they are not appreciative of the times, the days, the months they have ahead of time, because maybe there's just some form of fake or artificial urgency that is going around in the air. And yes, there's the part for going through with something with some level of urgency and all that, but you can't always be going through with everything with urgency. And what I mean by urgency is, I'm not saying be slow or be crawling, don't move when people are moving, or don't run when you're supposed to run. But what I'm trying to say is calming down to make sure that you even do every task in a solidified manner is much more important than finishing it fast and then you have to go back to it again in the next, say, 3 years, or in the next 2 months, or in the next 1 year. Do you understand? It's not, well, you're not in a competition. I talk about this in my book, Enjoying Her. You're not, and even the fullness of it, you're not in a competition with anybody. If you know what your life purpose is, you take it one step at a time. Purpose is in pieces, and that is what I want you to take from this video today. Important point that you must note from this video is that your day's success is radically going to change when you begin to wrap success with specific tasks. So you say, my day would be successful when I, or my day would not be successful until I, and that will help you begin to prioritize different things for different days of the week. Do you understand? Because every day may not necessarily have the same kind of priorities, and depending if you are a multi-influential woman, you would know this. You have to divert different days for different parts of your life expression that you are working towards. So you need to know that, okay, this day is for this, that day is for that, so that you will not forget. Maybe in another video I'll talk about forgetting, but before I go, I must let you know that what you prioritize you can't forget. We'll talk about that much later, and I even did a course, prioritizing, planning and scheduling. You can check it out, and of course please take the course, you need it. It also comes with the workbook and it will change your life. But I hope that today you've been able to learn from this video. Your day will not be successful until what? List out those things. Like I said, there's no certain number. Just make sure that there are things that take 24 hours or 12 hours or 18 hours, depending on how many hours you're working in the day and how many hours you're sleeping, is something that it can accommodate. And also learn to appreciate the days that God has given, the weeks, the months. He has given it to us so that we can take it a step at a time. You will definitely reach your goal. You will definitely become successful. You do not need to be afraid of anything, because if you are determined and you are taking those steps, you will definitely get them. My name is Nkechi Emmanuel Layode, and I counsel women, couples every other time. every day, every week. And I can also help you, I can also counsel you, I can help you, I can walk through your self-esteem challenges, self-discovery. If you are working through relationship problems, or you want to get into the right relationship for marriage, that is what I am here to do. I also help with single mother cases. I help people understand, and I help people go through counseling assessment sessions that would then make them know if they are ready to remarry. So I deal with premarital. When it comes to relationship and family life, I deal with premarital cases. I deal with remarriage. I deal with premarital, and I also deal with remarriage. So thank you, and please make sure that you subscribe, and you also share this video with your friends. You don't want to be the only person in the circle of your friends winning, right? I do not believe so. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe and check out the links that we have shared with you. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. Let's be friends there, let's chat, and be free to send an email or whatever question that you have on life, love, truths, and life lessons generally that you want me to attend to. I'll see you next time. Thank you for investing time in yourself today. Bye.